Hello everyone, my name is Nathan and today it's time for another episode of Oxygen Not Included. In the previous episode we have built this volcano tamer and today we're gonna fix a couple of issues. The first issue I didn't know about is that the volcano can also experience overpressure when it is in a liquid. I thought it was only possible in a solid, but here we are. This volcano is gonna attempt to erupt in 0.8 cycles and it's gonna fail. What we have to do is free up at least the first two rows and hopefully without introducing any more gases. Fortunately enough, we kind of have a situation going on here that is gonna allow us to drain a little bit of water without letting the gases in. All we have to do for this to work is deconstruct this tile and then we're gonna slowly take apart more and more of the bottom in order to drain the water. With that out of the way, let's unpause the game and see how that's gonna work out. I'm accumulating a lot of polluted oxygen at the moment. With my polluted water, that's basically everywhere. Oh, whoops, I just noticed they cannot even reach this place. My bad. Okay, so far so good. I guess now we can start taking apart a couple of tiles. Actually, quite many. Maybe we should... no, that's too risky. Alright, I decided to move my gap one tile down and hopefully that's gonna work a bit better. Yes, we already have a vacuum here. Oh, that's great. Okay, this might actually already be enough soon. We're gonna go ahead and remove just a couple more tiles and for some reason one of the mods is freaking out again, telling me duplicants are confined when they're not. There we go, we did it. The first two tiles are now a vacuum, so as soon as possible we want to replace this insulated tile. Just in time, it is about to erupt and it will be successful this time. Come on, show me something good. Yes, yes. Oh, that's not good, not good. I forgot something. Of course, at the moment it's just going through, though maybe that isn't the worst. So if we think about this, what we want to set up is a timer to only let items through at the rate the volcano actually emits them. And we can possibly do that here. Let me just see what happens if I do that. Okay, the items are stopping. That is a good thing. At the moment, we're storing copper at a high temperature. But since the conveyor loader is in the liquid, actually nothing is happening. And speaking of the liquid, we already heated up to 60 degrees. Okay, let's try to be quick about this. We want to remove the ladders first. We then want to go ahead and set up a timer, which is probably, yeah, let's put that right there. So I have to wait for some ladder removal action. There we go. Timer sensor hooked up to a conveyor shutoff that I'm gonna place right... Oh no, that's not gonna go over the transit tube. So we're gonna have to put it here. The rails are gonna go in here and exit right there. Actually, we can move this right over, save a little bit on rails. I presume this is also going to require some... Oh, I don't want to build this out of steel, but we need automation wire out of lead. Alright then, let's do some simple math. We already know the calculated average output, we don't have to do that. 356.15 grams per second. If we check out a full stack here on the rails, we can see it's 20 kilograms. So we have to calculate 20,000 grams divided by the 56.15. And that results in approximately 56 seconds. This volcano is producing 20 kilograms of material in 56 seconds, and that's exactly what we shall input into the time sensor. The green duration we're gonna set to something low, like half a second, so it's only gonna let one stack through, and then the red duration is gonna be 56 seconds. So it's going through the second cooling phase, and of course all of this is gonna last 56 seconds per slot. So these items are gonna take on a very long journey, but we have the certainty of always getting 20 kilograms of refined copper ore per 56 seconds, and we don't even have to do anything. At the moment we have a slight issue, because of course we need the steam, so there is going to be a little bit of overheating damage, unfortunately. I wouldn't know how to prevent this from happening, but at least it should happen in a place where we can enter again. So yeah, the status is the items are now stuck in here, and the timer should soon click green for half a second. There, it is actually happening right now, and we only moved one item. So this is kind of perfect. Now we just have to wait for this volcano to actually do its thing and erupt some more. We have the polluted water at 62 degrees, so it's gonna take a while. We need this liquid valve to be ready. So I think what I'm gonna do for my sanity is just enter this. This is no vacuum anyway, so we can deconstruct this and we're gonna make it out of steel in this case. But with that, the entire system should be fixed. Oh, you know what? There's one thing I didn't account for. Of course, the polluted water is emitting polluted oxygen. So basically all of that was for nothing. There we go. Alright, another eruption. We are at 80 degrees. I think this might just get us up to the steam phase. Yeah, there we go. We already... Wait, what's going on? No, it wasn't steam yet. There it is! Hooray! Okay, now we are gonna have a polluted oxygen problem, but the more steam we have, the more concentrated this problem is gonna be. So there's already 20 kilograms per tile. Not bad. Another confinement. Oh no, it's converting back again. Okay, it was just not enough. We have to wait for another cycle, another eruption, and then we're probably gonna have everything converted to steam. But until then, we're gonna suffer. It's already 2 kilograms per polluted oxygen tile. I'm not very happy, I have to tell you. Man, that is so weird. They seem to get confined for some reason in my base, and then they don't get to sleep. I don't know what it is. But Toby just complained about being confined in the toilet, so what could it be? Liam, why the heck are you sleeping here? I have a suspicion. What if we run out of power with this transit tube access? You know, this can happen if a lot of duplicants take it in a row, and that might give me that confined alarm. Might have to observe this. My suspicion doesn't seem to be true. Somebody is confined. Bubble, are you serious? I mean, what's happening? To be on the safe side, I issued a couple of deconstruction commands for basically all of the doors that aren't necessary anymore, just in case that is contributing to the problem. Oh, hold on. I think it is already emitting. I totally missed it. And we are actually filling up our items. As you can see, they are now all queuing up, which is perfect. So they're going to be long enough in the steam room to cool down. Now, I noticed the polluted oxygen seems to be sitting on top of the steam. So maybe we can make that our advantage. Oh no, we are actually missing a couple of degrees in order for the steam engine to turn on and initiate the second cooling phase. There it is, the final eruption. The funny thing is this liquid here is still at 50 degrees, but hopefully that is gonna change with this eruption. Okay, this is giving me slightly more headaches than I wanted. What I'm gonna attempt now is open up a tile, let out the polluted water and honestly a little bit of steam. And hopefully we are gonna close it just in the nick of time in order to, you know, only have steam in this room and not overpressure the volcano. Gonna do a little save game just in case I mess everything up and make it worse. Theoretically, this shouldn't be a problem because the first layer here is still water and we should see... No, carbon dioxide, get out of here. Steam, come on, do your thing. You're much more powerful. You're like 210 kilograms. Okay, there we go. We have something going on. Everything get out that is not steam related, please. Okay, we're down to 100 kilograms of steam. Come on. Get out of there, Okay, the carbon dioxide is now trapped in here, but that shouldn't be too much of an issue. No, it's always gonna be at the bottom. It depends a little bit on whether or not it's bothering us. I mean, theoretically, we could let it escape on the other side. I might do something sneaky like that. Okay. Polluted oxygen. Come on, get out of there. Oh lord, I hate this pocket of polluted oxygen. Why are you doing this to me? We're now down to 60 kilograms of steam. I'm gonna wait until maybe 50 kilograms and then I probably have to close this off. Come on, do me the favor. Just get out of there. A little bit more. Okay, I have to close it off. Close this off as soon as possible, please. And then we're gonna wait for the next eruption and see how the situation develops. But yeah, this definitely was something else. What are you doing? Why is nobody coming? What is the situation? Well, at least the polluted oxygen made it out. At least now we have two gases that remain at the bottom, which means the steam turbine will be able to do its thing. Come on, give me something good. I want to see this all oh, gosh, this is driving me insane. Well, at least everything is converted to steam and the steam turbine is now functioning. We have the liquid valve in action. This is going back, should be converted directly back into steam, and then finally we will have this liquid joining us. But why did this pile of sand accumulate so quickly? You know, the next time I'm gonna do it with clean water and get rid of the polluted water. This was absolutely not worth it. However, look at this, the second cooling phase is working as well. We have these tiles at 95 degrees, the output of the steam turbine. And then all of the items are at approximately 44 degrees, which is the setting that I have set in here. Well, it's 45 degrees, it's always going to be a little bit off. Well then, that's the volcano system fixed. It took me much longer than I anticipated. I might make my effort to go in there at some point, dig up this tile, maybe get rid of the extra gases. But that should be functional now. In terms of farms, we also have to fix a couple of things. You made me aware of the fact that these plants are using the polluted water even when they are fully grown, which is horrible. This is just horrible. So our possibilities could be to use a shut-off in conjunction with this door. So when this door closes, then we also shut off the supply of fresh polluted water. It would still be wasting almost half a ton of polluted water. The question is, do we want to waste it or invest in more duplicant labor time? I mean, we could have a polluted water pool always ready with a pitcher pump and then manually take care of the irrigation. Yeah, I haven't really decided on that yet, and I also want to take care of a couple of other things now. So maybe we're gonna make the farm the topic of the next episode again. For you, it might have been a second. For me, it's almost 4 days later to the previous clip. The reason for that is we were getting all sick. We were being tested, don't worry, it is not the thingy. But still, I was kind of incapable to record, and I'm still gonna try to lay low for today's episode. But we only had 10 minutes, I couldn't release it at that point. We were just fixing the stuff we made wrong in the previous episode. So now I want to continue with that and actually finish a couple of things that I have on my to-do list and never get to do. This is the perfect episode for it. The first thing I noticed as I was observing my duplicants is I might have too many atmosuits in this station, and that's the reason why they sometimes cannot come back, because there is no free dock. For instance, right now we have 4 people that are inside of the base, which means we still have 9 people outside of the base. And if we count this, we look at currently 7 free atmosuit docks. So I'm not 100% sure on that, but I want to make sure that we don't have more atmosuits than actual duplicants using them, or at least we want to have all the free atmosuit docks for them to come back all at once if necessary. I removed 3 atmosuits, so now we can even bring back the person that is in space. We have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 free atmosuit docks. Let's see if that actually helps getting them back to bed in time. I'm also gonna remove the deodorizers right here and replace them with a proper pedestal. Another thing we wanted to do is replace this row of insulated tile with insulation material, and in order to do that I'm gonna open it up from the silo. So even if we lose a little bit of steam, at least we still get to use it. Another thing I noticed is we are struggling with the power again, and the biggest reason for that is we are accumulating too much pressure in this room. So I think what I'm gonna do is set up another pump right here that is also gonna pump into the carbon dioxide filter. The carbon dioxide is then gonna go down into this lower room, and my guess is this buffer gate is activating too infrequently. Yeah, 120 seconds, let's bring it down to 30 seconds so this room never has the chance to actually accumulate enough carbon dioxide. And we can go ahead and compress it down. Oh, looks like we are also currently lacking the petroleum because all of the oil currently is going up. We are processing it at a decent rate at the rocket silo. Speaking of that contraption, I just noticed that I managed to break it because I let the liquid reservoirs completely fill up, and I'm actually an idiot to have allowed that. The way we're hopefully going to be able to fix this is just drag another pipe over that is going to go into the output slot. Yeah, right there. Going all the way to here, down there, and all we have to do is join up with the petroleum line. So I guess for now I'm just actually going to go straight up at this point. Let's actually move over here. Joining up with our petroleum line, that should be fine. Going down here and finally fueling our petroleum generators again. Another thing we can do right now in order to speed this up is feed our old system again in order to produce the petroleum. So at least we get some in the joint that isn't too hot. In the meantime, we will have to fix that system. So let me see if I can accomplish this in some way or the other. I want to make sure the oil that we accumulated here is actually flowing out. We also have to remove this insulated tile in order to repair the metal tile. And the reason this happened actually is just because stuff was accumulating here, and then at some point I received an overpressure. And this is the culprit here. We need to make sure this is being emptied. There we go. It actually worked. This is amazing. Okay, now I still have to put this block here. We're gonna remove this one, and then hopefully we can get up with the ladders. I actually put in measures earlier to prevent this from happening, but they never built the automation wire that would have opened the door, preventing more stuff from accumulating. So yeah, it's really my bad. Okay, back to my insulation project. We want to use a couple of mechanized doors, namely 2 right here. I also want to make sure that we power them so they can open up really quickly and close again. And hopefully this way we're not going to lose too much steam in this room. By the way, there's something confusing about the game. Namely, all the blueprints you build are subtracted from your building materials. So if I check these insulation tiles, we will be able to see I only have 900 kilograms of insulation material left. However, it already subtracted all of the tiles that I built here, even though they are not reachable yet. And the way we can prove that here in the molecular forge is if we hover over this, check the insulation material, there are 4,900 kilograms there, and there is even another 400 kilograms in the corner. So we definitely have enough. I'm also gonna tell them to build a little more iron and steel, and we can probably use some more fossils as well. Let me actually check on that. Fossil to lime, let's do another 50 crafts here as well. So without any further ado, let's break into this room and hopefully everything is gonna go well. I'm gonna make sure this has all a very high priority. I think I already did it. Yeah. Yes. Oh no, I forgot about that. Now we have a hole here. Come on. Can I make another one of these doors really quick? I guess we will just have to add more water after that. No problem, I can live with it. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Priority 9. And look at this, we still have 24 kilograms of steam left in this room. I'm so happy about that right now. I actually want to clean this up, so that's what I'm gonna do. 3 doors are perfect, they keep a lot of the steam inside. Oh, please, come on, somebody build this insulated tiles. Who is coming? Turner, you need... okay, now I messed it up. 13 kilograms. We're gonna lose a little bit of heat, that is the biggest issue basically. Everything closed off again, I guess we can now finish this. I mean, I definitely would like to have 20 kilograms of steam in here. I guess we can just grab a little more water. Oh no, that's gonna be annoying. So in this case, I'm just gonna experiment. Maybe 12 kilograms is actually enough for this room. I mean, we should always have the same temperature as the window tiles anyways. Well, great. Now that we have exchanged this row of insulated tiles, my cooling system should be way more efficient since it's not exchanging the heat anymore at all. These are always gonna remain at 40 degrees, which is absolutely perfect. Now that we got rid of the problems, I actually fueled up another rocket in order to do a science mission. We actually reached the end of the line in terms of what I've already researched. Well, actually there are quite a few asteroids still to go, so never mind. But this one here is gonna be the next one that I'm gonna attempt to study at 12,000 kilometers. In order to accomplish that, I needed 1,633 kilograms of hydrogen and liquid oxygen. With all of our space missions, we actually got quite a few of these items. I never knew what you can do with them. It seems you cannot do anything other than decorating stuff, so that's exactly what we're gonna do. Here at the bottom on the pedestals, we can choose these items. So why not go ahead and just put an item on each of these, double helix model, and hold on, I actually want to fill up the beds or the rooms that already contain a duplicant. So you get this one. We even have a sink to place on here, which is kind of crazy. Old X-ray, you get that. Small obelisk, sure. We have an archaic tech. Is this actually a VHS? Oh, this is amazing. We got a wristwatch for you, and Ari, you get the robot arm. We also have something egg-shaped, I guess. Let's continue to the Rubik's Cube, and that seems to be the last item I have for now. However, since we're already at it, we should also place a bunch of arrow pods. We actually need glass for that. We have plenty of it, as you can see, and diamonds. So this is a really expensive item. But obviously, we want to place one in each of the rooms. Another improvement I wanted to make to this system is to only open up the respective silo doors that we actually need. The space scanner here on the right side is taking care of Explorer 1. This is actually a little bit confusing. I should swap these around. So this is going to be Explorer 2, and then this one here is going to be Explorer 1, which is currently on the road. We're then going to hook up each individual set of doors, something like that. This is going up here as well, and I guess we can get rid of the rest of the cabling. I also want to make sure each of the scanners is sending their individual signal. I'm still gonna need a way to activate each individual line, so we're just gonna increase the amount of switches we have. For my arrow pods, I think I'm gonna choose the choya seeds. I think that's gonna be fitting. A little cactus. There we go. The rocket is completely filled up, so we're just gonna wait for our automation system here to get revamped. And I'm being harassed by this notification. I mean, how does that even make sense? He's sleeping. I might have to disable this mod for a while. Oh, by the way, there's something else we need to fix that I forgot about. There we go. Both of these are... of course, my switches are on. Well, that's actually fine. We're just gonna turn off the left switch. This one here we can deconstruct. Time to put someone in the command capsule. It's gonna be Bubbles once again. There she is. No! What? Where are you? Don't... I tell you, I always assign the wrong person first. I should really go ahead and check the schedules. There we go. Okay, you're not getting out anymore. No sir, no. Explorer 2, I would like you to go to the 12,000 kilometers mark and explore this asteroid. Yes, should be good. 1, 2, 3, blast off. Give me more heat at the moment because we are actually not using it to make petroleum. And what happened here? Never mind, let's close the door. Alright, my situation kind of stabilized in terms of power. That is always something I need to keep an eye on. I should really make myself a warning system. But for now, we're gonna reconnect the oil line so we actually can produce the petroleum on the top, which is gonna be much more efficient than with our old system. I just needed a little bit of extra petroleum to get things kickstarted again. Of course, I can always rely on my power generation system right here. As you can see, this thing is just absolutely amazing. If I need more power, I can just reconnect the pipe so I can kind of tell how many of these steam engines should be turned on. You know, if we were actually smart, we just added a automation switch to this thing and we could definitely do that. Just deconstruct these tiles and then add the switches so I don't have to rely on the disconnect tool. And this could be as simple as this. I had a computer crash earlier and now I'm freaking out about every lag. But yeah, another system that is going to help us to regulate the power a bit better. In the future, I want to hook it up to my main power system, so it's going to be turned on and off automatically depending on how much power we need extra. And I just noticed something really stupid. Oh my gosh, this is really embarrassing. Just forget you ever saw that. I'm getting low on food again, so time to kill a couple more critters. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. The items are being delivered, which is good. I now know why they lost health, actually, because they were fighting mobs. Now, one last thing before wrapping up this episode is I would like to place something down in terms of flooring in the rooms in order to increase the decor even more. We could go with window tiles. That's a decor of +5, or carpeted tiles, which I would prefer because it's more realistic in a bedroom, you know. They give a run speed of -25%, but I don't really care about that little portion. The main thing is they add +20 decor. So what we could do is build the carpet out of sandstone or granite, which is even better, +20% decor. I think I'm gonna do that. And we want to exchange the 4 tiles in each room here. You know what? The longer I observe this, the more convinced I am it is because of the transit tube access. What if we placed a second transit tube access right there and connected it with the same line? But this confinement alert is just popping up too frequently. This is just insane. No, actually I don't have enough space in order to do this properly. I will have to read up on that, never mind. Anyways guys, I need to go ahead and have a little bit of a rest, and I think at this point I'm gonna wrap it up. I mean, this part looks pretty darn awesome. We might want to do something about the bathrooms. But yeah, with that out of the way, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully I'm gonna catch you in the next video. Have a great time and see you soon. Bye bye.